Here's a random fact. I just discovered that this lip gloss makes a really good sound. And welcome back to another Sit Down Sunday, the day of the week where we take a break from all the nerdy and geeky stuff that we love and have a more deep conversation. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about setting achievable goals. I am and always have been a very goal-oriented person. I love making lists and planning and working towards something bigger. But the problem is that sometimes goals can begin to feel like dreams. Things that seem to only exist in our minds and that aren't in the realm of possibility unless something bigger outside of our control comes in to help push them forward. But in reality, sometimes that just stems from setting goals without taking the time to map out all the steps that we can take to push them forward ourselves. We forget to set the smaller, short-term goals that can all add up to helping us achieve the bigger long-term ones. And this is actually a really crucial step because if you don't do this, you can end up just spending all your time stressing out about not reaching that goal. You end up with this list of long-term goals that only seems to be growing longer. And you start to lose faith that any of these are achievable, or worse, fully give up on them. This has happened to me so many times before, and it's so frustrating, and I wasn't really able to take control of it until I actually realized what was happening. Because it's an amazing thing to have ambition and things that you're working towards, but it becomes mentally unhealthy when you just become totally overwhelmed by it. I can of course only speak to what has helped me better achieve my goals, but the first thing that I would suggest is doing research. Whatever you're trying to achieve has almost certainly been a goal of someone else's before, and this is when the internet is just a beautiful, beautiful thing. Reach out to people who have been in your spot before and who have made it to the other side. I get messages on a daily basis from acquaintances, people I went to high school with, friends, viewers, all different people asking me how to get started on YouTube. And there's no harm in asking. The worst that could happen is the person doesn't respond to you or they don't have any advice to give you. And if that doesn't pan out, you can always Google search articles, steps, and tricks that could possibly help you out. The internet is a vast place full of lots of information. Some information that you don't even want to know. But obviously, it's an amazing resource. Next, make a list of active things that you can do to help you achieve your goal this week, in a month, in a year. Not only is this a great way to keep you focused and on task, but it also will show you that your goal is still possible. For example, I would like to really hit 10,000 subscribers in the next 2 to 3 months. So one of the smaller goals that I set was updating to this new schedule of making 4 videos a week. That is something completely in my control and can show me direct results whether it ends up working or not. Which, by the way, if you haven't yet, subscribe. I know, I'm sorry, I had to. It was an open opportunity to plug myself. And the best part about this step and the entire goal-reaching process is that as you hit these smaller goals, you can cross them off your list. I love crossing things off of lists. Almost a little too much. Which plays into finally recognizing when you hit those smaller goals and building new ones off of them. And listen, I know this might sound like a lot of work, and maybe it is, but it's part of reaching those longer term goals. If they were easy, they probably wouldn't be worth it. The easiest way that I can explain that is how I feel when I finish a cosplay. I totally respect people that buy or commission their cosplays. It doesn't make you any less of a cosplayer. But personally, for me, what makes cosplaying so much fun is that when I wear the final end product, that I know how much hard work and skill went into every single piece of it. And that I was responsible for that was me. For me, it honestly makes all the difference in how I feel. And I'll bet that when you finally reach those goals, you'll feel similarly. And those are just some of the ways that I set achievable goals. Let me know in the comments, does this ever happen to you? Do you ever feel stifled or overwhelmed by the goals that you're setting? And how do you get past it if you do feel that way? As always, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and share this video with a friend. If you haven't watched last week's Sit Down Sunday yet, here is a link to it. The topic was shaming college dropouts, and I finally told you guys my story of leaving JMU. Light content. If you want to find me on other social media, here is all of my information, and as I mentioned earlier, if you want to help me achieve my goal, you should hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. And otherwise, I love you lovelies, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!